Hi, I'm Francesca Scerbo. I'm a nutrition coach and fitness expert, and I am here today to cook the most simplest meal and side dish, vegetable saute. And we are going to use, yes, frozen vegetables. Frozen vegetables are easy to find. You can load up your freezer. They're inexpensive, they don't go bad, and they're actually healthier than fresh because they're flash frozen. So as soon as they're done, they freeze it, and here you go. You've got nutrition right in this bag. And chopped spinach happens to be my favorite. So today we're gonna do something I love to make almost daily as a side dish, and that's sauteed vegetables. I will sometimes use fresh, sometimes I use fresh mixed with frozen, but today we're just gonna use the frozen because if you come home late and you just don't have any of that, but you have this in your fridge, it takes no time because you can stick obviously frozen vegetables into the freezing, into the heat without it having any issues at all. And the beauty of it is you can add any type of spice, you can add any type of sauce to make a boring vegetable taste delicious. Some of the few that I like to use is I'll use a little bit of marinara, I'll use some chopped diced tomatoes that are in a can. Yes, I did say in a can. There are some great options that are there for you as well that are PBA free. I'll use some pesto. You can use an olive oil balsamic mix. You can just use a bunch of seasoning. You can use any type of ethnic blends that you like to make your vegetables taste amazing. So here we go. This is one of my favorites and I'm sure it will be yours too. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna turn our heat on medium. I like to cook on medium because this way things just don't get super hot and burn really quickly. And remember, most of the times what I'll do is I'll take my vegetables and I'll just stick them in the refrigerator. They don't fully thaw out right away, but they get a little bit softer. But if you don't, having it on medium allows it to not burn your pans from all of the water and the heat. So I always like to use a really good quality olive oil. And honestly, I get my olive oils at Costco. So you don't have to go buy fancy olive oils. You just have to make sure that they're, really effective and they're in a dark container. So we're gonna pour that on. And normally what you would do to start this is you would put the olive oil in. I do it reverse depending on how I wanna go with it, but you could do olive oil, then the heat, or you could go a low heat and then put the olive oil on. It's totally up to you. So you wanna kind of let that sit for a little bit. And we're gonna take our package of frozen vegetables. I have one that's here with broccoli, some carrots, some green beans, some peppers. So we're gonna add a little bit of that to the mixture. I'm sorry guys, but veggies are my absolute favorite thing. So you can make vegetables not taste boring. And I know that a lot of my clients come to me and they're like, oh, I just hate vegetables. Don't cover it with processed cheese. Don't put processed salad dressings. Really kind of think about what you're gonna put on your vegetables that is real ingredients. Like I said, tomato, you can use a little bit of different types of oils or balsamics. You can use different spices. And I'm telling you, you wanna have healthier blood results, you wanna have healthier waistline, you wanna have clearer skin, you wanna have more energy. This is your medicine right here. I cannot emphasize that enough, and I just absolutely love it. And I'm also gonna add to it a little bit of our spinach, because spinach is obviously high in iron, and it kind of just makes things taste really delicious. And frozen, like I said earlier, I think has great like flavor value because this is obviously done. The chopping's done for you already. So now all you have to do is just kind of let it do its thing. So you could do here is you can start to add some of your seasonings. So with this, we're gonna do, my go-to for a lot of my stuff is pesto, and here's why. Pesto already has a little bit of Parmesan, it has some basil, obviously, and it has a little bit of garlic. I'm not a huge garlic fan. I like to have my garlic kind of infused into my foods because I don't want to taste like garlic. Obviously, no one does. So I like to stick the pesto into that. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add to this mixture 1 nice teaspoon of pesto. Pesto is like the go-to like Italian condiment. You can use it on crostinis, you can use it in pasta, you can use it on chicken. I use it on fish. I use it on anything. It's literally so, so good. I use it with my eggs. And when you buy like a good quality pesto, honestly, I buy that pesto from Costco. You keep it in the freezer, you can keep it in the refrigerator. It depends on how much of it you're gonna use, but I like to keep it in the refrigerator all the time. And with something like this, you can just let it stay covered and just let it do its thing. It doesn't take long for something like this to heat up and cook thoroughly. So you can literally keep this here on the heat. You can put your chicken in the air fryer. You could do anything. You can make up some whole grain pasta to put this on some whole grain pasta. You can put it with some quinoa. You can put it with some brown rice. So I always like to keep things in my meal repertoire that goes with everything. You can make this up over the weekend and just heat it up afterwards. Simple, delicious, no worries at all. And this is a very low cost meal with a lot of properties of high value for our health. Awesome. So what we want to just make sure here is that most of our, like our broccoli and here would be our carrots, that they're tender. So something like that would maybe take about, 10 minutes, if that. Perfect. Oops, we got to run away. Cooking does not have to be perfect. It just has to be fun and it has to keep you healthy. All right, so we're just about done here. We're gonna turn this off. We're gonna grab our dish. And with something like this, you can top this. I'm just gonna put a little bit in here and save the rest for my meals later on. Perfect. So with something like this, you can put some shredded Parmesan. You can put a little bit, if you're doing it Asian style, you can put a little sesame seed, but oh my God, is this not delicious? Vibrant green, that's the beauty of the frozen vegetables. If you get its vibrant colors. And here you go. You can make this dish as a side with any protein. If you're a vegetarian, you can add quinoa. You can add a protein-based pasta. It took 10 to 15 minutes max and you are good to go. So if you want more recipes like this, and this is one of my top faves, make sure to subscribe and look down below because I do have a link to my many cookbooks that'll have many recipes just like this.